Alright, hello everybody. We're going to be talking about how to manage your lab report today, okay? I've created a task list here on your left-hand side that's going to tell you exactly the different things that you're going to have to do for the lab report. So we're going to go through each one of those things and kind of get you guys going, because I know it can be overwhelming having 4 weeks to do a lab report, and the sample lab report is something like 45-50 pages, alright? So first thing, I know green isn't the best contrast on this whiteboard with the camera, but hopefully you guys can read this. We have enter anthropometric data. Okay, so hopefully with videos 1 and 2 you were able to complete that. So we're going to go ahead and cross that out. Okay. Second thing, something that you can hopefully do today, we did underwater weighing, and I've also uploaded several videos pertaining how to enter in your underwater data, so you can get that done. I think it might take you probably an hour or so to enter your underwater data, get all those equations situated and figured out. So we're going to go ahead and cross that out, assuming that you get all that done today. Now I would urge you that today is Tuesday, you guys get your underwater data all entered in today. Otherwise you're going to feel overwhelmed and it's going to creep up on you. Okay, so our goal here is to get you to be able to process the data in a timely manner so that you have enough time to write your lab report. You're not stressed out and only turning in your first draft of your lab report. Okay, so very important. Next thing, number 3, graphs 3 and 5. Hopefully you've already completed scattergrams 3 and 5. Alright, I made a video on how to create graph or scattergram 3. Scattergram 5 is the same process, just using different data. Okay, so if you guys had trouble doing scattergram 5, let me know and I can help you guys out a little bit on that. But hopefully you can finish that by today. Okay, so scattergrams 3 and 5, bam, you should be done with. Okay, hopefully you did that yesterday. If you didn't, try and get everything done up to task 3 done by today. Okay, if you haven't done anything, you really need to move. You need to enter your data, anthro, and underwater. You also need to complete graphs 3 and 5. Okay, very important. The next couple things is going to take you just a little bit longer. I will create a video to kind of help you guys through this stuff. I did a video on tables 1 and 2 today. Tables 1 and 2 are summary data, okay, for all the different subjects that we took measurements for. You can use the sample report as an example, and in the other video I went through how to do that. Now, on a timeline, tables 1 and 2, you probably want tables 1 and 2, so today is Tuesday here. I've outlined the week. Alright, and Tuesday we're going to cross out because Tuesday is obviously the day you should have 1 through 3 done by today. Okay. Now tables 1 and 2, I would give you Wednesday, the entire day, to complete tables 1 and 2, because I know you guys have other classes, other things going on. Don't want to overwhelm you. Tables 1 and 2 are actually pretty simple if you go through the steps that I created in the last video. Use Excel to get your average and your standard deviation and all that good stuff. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and cross out, because we're kind of going across the week here in your guys' plan. We're going to cross out number 4, tables 1 and 2. So number 4 is going to pertain to Wednesday. Alright, so you definitely want to get number 4 done by Wednesday. Okay, moving on throughout the week, we now have tables 3 and 4. Tables 3 and 4 are a bit more complex. Okay, we're talking Pearson product moment correlations and reliability. Okay, so I'll show you how to do those things, but you need to realize that they're going to take a little bit of time. So we're going to create a day. Let's do Thursday for tables 3 and 4, specifically for those. And we'll cross that out, and we'll put number 5 under Thursday. Now number 5, remember, is tables 3 and 4, if you can't see that very well on the video. Okay, scattergrams 1, 2, and 4. Scattergrams 1, 2, and 4. They're fairly simple, but they are going to take time as far as gathering the data, plotting all the data points, making sure that your axes are labeled correctly, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to give you, well, I'm not going to give you, if you guys follow this schedule, Friday and Saturday to do scattergrams 1, 2, and 4. So we're going to put number 6 on Friday and on Saturday, okay? So let's do a little recap of the week. Today is Tuesday. You should have done your anthropometric data entered into your Excel sheets, your underwater data entered into your Excel sheets, and graphs 3 and 5. Okay, if you don't have those done and you're watching this video, it's Wednesday or Thursday, get them done quick. Okay, that's supposed to be done by Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, tomorrow, we want to do number 5. Number 5 is tables 3 and 4. Okay, Wednesday is number 4, and that's tables 1 and 2. All right, tables 1 and 2 for Wednesday. For Thursday, that's tables 3 and 4. And then for Friday and Saturday, we're going to do scattergrams 1, 2, and 4. All right? So that's a little recap. You can make your schedule however you want, but it's important that you finish all these data because it's probably going to take you a good 2 to 3 days just to organize your data and get those data into a nice, aesthetically pleasing form that you can turn in with your lab report. Okay? So let's move on in the week here and look at the rest of your report. Okay? So Sunday, let's take off, and we'll write the rest of the week down here. So that's week 1. We're just going to continue the week on down here, okay? So we have Monday of next week, Tuesday of next week, and Wednesday of next week. All 3 days, we're going to dedicate to organizing your data and putting it into a nice, presentable fashion, okay, for the lab report. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, we want to organize data. Get it into your tables, label the plots, get it nice and pretty for the lab report so that once you begin to write, that's all done and you can refer back to your data nice and easy. Okay? All right. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday along with the next week, okay? So we're going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the whole next week, okay? We're going to be writing, okay? Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, these 3 days here, okay, of next week, you want to finish your first draft by Saturday. So first draft needs to be done by Saturday of next week. That's 1 week from this Saturday, okay? It's important that you have an entire week to work with your project after your first draft is done, okay? First draft is done, and then the next week, the week right before we turn it in, you have Monday through Friday to get it revised. You have Monday through Friday to ask your lab mates or friends to review it and refine your paper, okay? If you have any questions, if you run into any questions, this will give you plenty of time to ask me. But it's important that if you don't follow my timeline, that's perfectly okay, as long as I get a lab report in the end, okay? But in order to be successful in this class and with this lab report, you can see there's a lot of different things that you're going to have to do. You need to be organized and you need to write out some sort of schedule that you can stick to. That way, by the time the last week comes, you're not trying to do numbers 4, 5, and 6 and write your first draft of your lab report, and then all of a sudden you don't have time to revise it, you don't have time to have anybody read it, and you have to turn your first draft in. Usually first drafts are C and D papers, okay? So we want A and B papers, not C and D papers, all right? And I hope this helped. Go ahead and devise your own plan if you don't like this one, and get to work. Good luck.